the Belgian e-business federation, we help Belgian e-commerce grow in the most reliable, secure and sustainable way possible and encourage its innovative and international nature. With this e-commerce podcast series, we want to inspire Belgian webshops with strategic and practical insights and best practices. In this episode, we dive further into the topic of affiliate marketing. Like everything else, this evolves at lightning speed, and what worked last year may now, in 2025, already be obsolete. We look at what really works and what is better to let go of. We discuss the impact of cookie tracking, AI-driven content, new attribution models, and the rise of platforms like TikTok and retail media. But we also look at the behavior behind the click. Why do people buy through a link and how do they smartly influence that? I'm Marie-Pascale van de Kerkhove from BCom and I have Lise van Poeke, account director at Directe, sitting with me. Hello Lise, welcome.
Hi.
I cannot wait to fire off my questions, but maybe you can start telling a bit more about yourself, who you are, what you do. And maybe also refresh our memory and tell us what affiliate marketing
yeah, sure.
is again.
Well, hi, my name is Lise van Poeke. I'm account director at Trade Tracker Belgium. We help advertisers grow their online sales through performance-based partnership with publishers. A publisher or an affiliate, it's a synonym. Think of bloggers, influencer, comparison sites, cashback platforms, a whole bunch. Affiliate marketing is essentially a model where partners promote a brand's product or service and earn a commission for each sale or lead they have generated. It's fully performance-driven. You can only pay for actual results, which makes it very efficient and scalable model for digital growth.
Okay, interesting. But I assume this is changing a lot and very fast.
Yeah, true.
What do you think are the big shifts in affiliate marketing, let's say, over the past 12 months?
For the past 12 months, from a technology standpoint, the most significant shift is the move towards cookieless tracking and server-side solutions. At Trade Tracker, we have been ahead of the curve with our real attribution technology and first-party tracking infrastructure as well, which allows us to keep tracking accurate and also keeping in mind the privacy restriction environment, which changed a lot. Google Analytics 4, maybe we can dive in a little bit deeper later, but let's keep it like this. Another major change in the integration of new channels, for example, Google Shopping, TikTok, retail media. We are also adding them into the affiliate mix as well. We are seeing more brands extend performance campaigns because the classic publisher model and collaboration with creators is also measurable now. From a consumer perspective, I've noticed a demand for more authenticity, relatable content. People respond to recognition that feels like a person, not just only focusing on sales, on commercial things. That's why creator-driven affiliate partnerships are gaining a lot of traction as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Seeing those changes, what would be the misconceptions about affiliate marketing? Or let me rephrase that. What would be the main mistakes not to make anymore?
Well, the common misconceptions for both a publisher and an advertiser is that affiliate marketing is a quick fix. And that they only think of coupon codes, advertorial stuff. In reality, it requires really a strategic plan, not just try and error, but really focusing on what works, what doesn't work. And even if it doesn't work, be transparent, recognize that it's not working and try to change. One mistake we still see in advertisers is only focusing on the last click model. While ignoring the full customer journey. That's a missed opportunity, we think, because valuable traffic often happens early in the funnel. So we all learn in school that marketing is repetition, 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 but then they are only focusing on the last click. So not really what we would suggest to do. So only focusing on the last click and even also only on focusing on Google Analytics 4 will destroy your affiliate campaign, which is another outdated approach. It's also only relying solely on browser cookies, on basic tracking. So it's also very important to evolve in the technical parts. And if you are not, then you're already working a little bit behind. A good example, for instance, we had a campaign last year that performed very well on traditional display affiliates. But now in 2025, with adapting creative formats and attribution, it dropped significantly because, again, most advertisers are now focusing on the sales solely. If you see a display campaign, that's not really performing very well on a conversion base, but it's really performing well on a awareness base. People seeing the brand, seeing the logo, seeing the products, and etc. So that's a very big shift that we see.
Okay, so we've seen the shifts and we've learned what we should not do now. Can you elaborate on what does work in 2025?
Well, the opposite. No. Well, what works now is really trust, transparency as well, and the relevance. Because it's not like, we want to push our product and then we'll see what happens. It really needs to be relevant towards the end consumer, because they want to feel that that it's really a person, that it's a platform recommending a product genuinely, and not just, again, really focusing on pushing and seeing what conversion it can bring. Also, multiple touch point attribution helps. Seen again, repetition. It's important to be noticeable in different parts in the conversion funnel. So again, the upper funnel is important. Again, the last click on the conversion page is important as well. But the assist, anything in between, is also very relevant.
Okay. Let's get a bit more technical about this. How has cookieless tracking, because you've been talking about the whole funnel and each stage of the consumer journey, but how does cookieless tracking change the way you measure and optimize those performances?
Well, it changes everything because we are no longer relying on third-party cookies. With Trade Tracker, we are not doing so. We are focusing on the first-party cookie. But nevertheless, there's a lot of other possibilities that you can track the customer journey. So we have invested in server-to-server tracking, so the first-party data, and also the consent-based measurements. Because, of course, GDPR, we all know that specific word, but we have to be GDPR compliant because we notice that there are a lot of frustrations, both from an advertiser part, but as well as a publisher, that they are saying, but the end client is not clicking on the cookie consent, so we are not being tracked. And there's a lot of frustration there. But again, we have to be compliant with the rules that European unions are setting. So we have to keep that in mind as well, that a cookie, if a cookie is placed, everyone needs to know that there is a cookie that's been placed. So it's just GDPR. We cannot do anything about it, specifically in Belgium. So if someone says like, marketing, we don't want to, it is obligated for an end consumer to click on I approve. Because when they don't, then everything cookie-based is, here is the garbage and put it there. Yes. So it's very important to keep the tracking good, the technical part good. And again, also they're evolving in new technologies, for example, focusing more on cross-device, focusing more on the service-side tracking, for example. But then again, IP tracking is also something that is coming up. But there again, we have some frustrations or uncertainties on that part as well. But it is important to be resilient against ad blockers. But then again, the word transparency is there as well. So it is difficult, but there are a lot of ways to work around.
Okay. Affiliate marketing is all about choosing the right attribution model. Those models help determine how much credit or importance is given to a touch point in the buying decision of the consumer. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, true.
I know the classic ones: first click attribution, last click attribution, linear attribution, position-based, or even algorithmic. But I heard in the start of our talk here, you talked about a real attribution model. This is your model at Trade Tracker. So how is it different from traditional attribution?
Well, we do work with the same models as well. So as you're saying, linear, position-based, there are the basics that advertisers can choose from if they would work with Trade Tracker. But it's important that the model suits the merchant. meaning depending on what they want. Do they want to create more awareness? Do they want to work more at the upper funnel? Again, for example, the display that I talked about earlier, or more conversion driven. But you can also create your own customer attribution model, meaning you can decide fully what setup you're creating. For example, if you want to focus on a specific site type, for example, if you think that bloggers and content creators are important, then you can give them more weight. But if you think the cashback community is also important, but a little bit less important for us, then you can give them a lower weight. Okay. So it's fully customable. You can create whatever model you would like. This way, you're not stuck with a one-size-fit-all model, but instead you're tracking performance in a way that truly reflects your business goals.
Okay, nice. Talking about content, AI-generated content is on the rise. How do you see that evolving among advertising on the one hand and maybe publishers on the other hand afterwards?
Well, it's an absolute opportunity if used well, because sometimes we receive the question, for example, again, more on the upper funnel, like someone is booking someone is looking for a vacation this summer. And they used to go to bloggers or even family or friends, but now they are all using ChatGPT. For example, I want to go with my family. What are the best locations? You can even add the temperature that you're looking for, the culture, the food. You can type anything you like. So we see a lot of more content creators are struggling because, again, it's relatively new. We are discovering what AI can do. So again, if used well, it's important that AI just helps a publisher create content faster, tests variations, and optimize the headliner, for example, the call to action. So it's important to keep using it or even start using it, because some also think like, AI, it's something new. We are afraid of it, but it's the new thing. And again, I saw a TikTok last week saying that I'm older than Google. If you think about that topic, then you're like, what? Is that even possible? But again, it's not. We are so used to Google, and then it will be the same for ChatGPT, and then again, something else will come up. So it's just important to even see the opportunities and not only be afraid of a new model, but the risk is also there, and not overusing it, because that's sometimes difficult, because someone says, for example, I received an email from my client of a customer and I just dropped it in ChatGPT and hoping that he will create something, a nice answer. But then again, yeah, okay, you can work like that, but yeah, you are so... It's not the way I would suggest.
You would lose
your own tone of voice. You will lose even your own confidence, because then you are thinking, but the response that I would get or give, it's not enough. It needs to be more structured, more professional. But then again,
we're humans.
Yeah, please, just be yourself.
Human to human. Yeah. So that brings me perfectly to my next question, because I was going to ask you, to what extent does the person itself or influencer still play a role as AI takes over more and more in the content?
Well, people follow people. That's an important one. The human behind the content still matters, especially when it comes to trust and authenticity. AI can help. Again, you can use it, but don't overuse it. You can help scale it. It can refine the way you're working, but influence is still built through authenticity. Again, transparency, authenticity. It's a word that I'm commonly using, but it's also the tone of voice, the emotional connection. I think if you know people well enough, if you are following someone, then you know the moment that something is wrong or something is different. So the user or the people that follow them, they will notice very quickly.
With AI-driven applications, I assume there are a lot and that you use some of them as well. Or do you know which one you would use, or which one are really improving conversion? Because The goal is always still
Conversion.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
So do you know some that really work or other that are just, in your opinion, hype?
AI can do so much. I think more on an analytic base. It's interesting to see, for example, if you are creating reports or checking what we have done last week or even last year or the year before that, you can get some nice knowledge out of the reports and the intelligence of what they can do. But specifically on affiliate marketing, for example, is optimizing product feeds, because we are a merchant that use product feeds or sell product. They have definitely a product feed. And that can always help to recommend the best performing creatives, for example, the way the description is described. So it's more, again, using it correctly and trying to improve the organic promotions that you're already pushing. And at the other hand, AI generated influence content without any human input often feels off-brand again. So lack of emotion, lack of impact. So it's more a hype than it's help.
Okay, thank you. I like to zoom in on retail media and TikTok for a moment, as they clearly are becoming increasingly important. We cannot look beyond them, I think, or next to them. As a publisher or advertiser, how do they play smartly into that? How can you use them smartly?
Well, it is difficult because we know that if you are in the branch for a long time, then you have a specific way of looking at things. But now again, with TikTok, with Gen Z, we all know that word. It's important to, again, be open and know who your audiences are, what you're looking for, because the children that were children a couple of years ago are now really as well. They have money in their pockets; they can buy something. So it's important to also look at that audience. So it's important to understand the platforms, the tone of voices, the audience, because again, TikTok demands a quick authenticity and visible, engaging content. So it needs to be short and a lot of enthusiasm. So partnering with creators who already get that, that's important and can make a difference. So it's important to align your affiliate campaigns with paid search and display and create a seamless experience throughout the buying journey. So again, there it's important to be on top of everything. Like if you're a business owner, that's the thing you hear. Like I need to be the marketing agent, I need to be the salesperson, I need to be doing the invoices. So you need to do a lot, but surround yourself with people that already know what they are doing and just trust as well. It's important.
Because coming to the psychology of behavior now, TikTok is an important medium, I think, amongst others. But let's deep dive a bit in this. Why does someone click on an affiliate link? What does trigger them? Is it timing? Is it...
Well,
we talked a lot about trust
things.
and authenticity, but I suppose that you can be smart in timing, positioning, stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. So several things again. Trust, you already mentioned it, but it is huge. Who is sharing the link? Do they seem credible? And again, as you are saying, also the timing, the placement, a product links right after solving a problem or sharing a relevant tip, for example. We see a lot of mom bloggers now that are saying like, this is a tip to get rid of this stain. And then they are pushing, or not really pushing, but then they are just saying like, this product helped me, maybe try it yourself, and they can click directly on it. So solving a problem, it's an important one. Sharing relevant tips performs better. And one psychological tweet that works as well is for changing the call to action in buy now, just try now. So it's a little shift, but it's, again, psychologically, so it's important. And it can increase conversion up to 28%. So it's just a little word because call to actions, love it or hate it, they are there and they will be there. But just not really pushing, but then just like try now instead of buy now. It's a small difference, but it helps.
Okay, nice one. What do you expect from affiliate marketing in, let's say, 2026 or maybe the next few years? what developments do you see emerging right now already? And you say that we need to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, well, I don't know myself. I have no idea. But we'll see affiliates fully integrating into a wider omni-channel performance strategy as well. It will no longer be just solo one key piler. It not be only content. It will not be only closed communities. It will not only be email marketing. It will be a brighter bunch of site types. Think of Google Shopping. It is for affiliate marketing a huge, not new, but relatively new segment that is emerging and doing very well. It did not exist a couple of years ago in affiliate marketing. Now it's for shopping specifically. So someone who's selling products, it's a very important tool. And also data collaborations between advertisers and publishers will deepen. Of course, AI-driven personalizations will become more refined, but again, the trust, the relevance, and the fairness will stay on the core.
Okay. Wow, thank you. We traditionally close with an attempt to summarize our conversation. Yes, it's the end already. What should what should advertisers absolutely take away if they want to get more out of their performance?
Well, my top 3 tips. The first one would be invest in a proper tracking and attribution model, because without it, you are flying blind. The second one is build a partnership, not just a placement, because long-term relationships lead to better performance. And the last one would be, keep testing and learning. That's an important one. What worked 6 months ago may not work the next 6 months. So keep on looking at the data, keep on trying something new, keep an open mind. Be open.
Okay. If you had limited or unlimited resources, limited resources, if you don't have a big budget, where would you invest in first?
For affiliate marketing specifically?
Yes, of course, we're talking about.
Then I would just say affiliate marketing either way, because for us, you are only paying when you also generated a sales. So it's not like you have to have a giant bunch of money to create something on marketing, and then this is the budget for creating visuals. This is a budget for that. It's just on performance. So just know it all depends on the web shop as well, because the different tips will be for different web shops. If you are in the early stages, then I would really work on awareness, the upper funnel, creating a name. So that would be my tip. For someone who is bigger, the budget will be a little bit higher. So maybe not focusing on that one. But just know that it's important to push a service, to push the product. What is the problem that could solve?
The problem that the product would solve?
Yeah, voilà. What's the product that the problem would solve? So not only on, this is the product, 1+1 today, or 20% discount, not really pushing and screaming like, please buy my product. But then just go like, this is the solution, or this was a solution for this specific problem. Just be more human, just be more reliable, be honest. That's a big one. Not just promote something that you're not standing behind. So that's an important one as well.
Okay, thank you. I think we wrapped it up. Do you have anything else to add, or maybe one last golden tip?
A golden tip. Be open for new opportunities. And again, trust the people you work with. They have the same intentions as you. Specifically with affiliate marketing, you have a dedicated account manager behind you. So trust on their experiences. Also, never underestimate the power of relevance. So the right message at the right time from the right people still is a magic formula.
Thank you. Thank you for this talk and so openly sharing your insights and experience, Lisa.
No problem. It was lovely.
Thank you. And to you who's been listening, we hope you got something out of it and feel inspired. If so, please don't hesitate to share this podcast and check out the other episodes of our Become e-commerce podcast on become.digital or on Spotify.